I'm going to explain about conjugations of Japanese verbs. Index, the purpose. If you listen to my explanation, you can understand the conjugations of verbs. Part 1. Conjugative modes. I'm going to show you 6 modes of each conjugations. Part 2. Stem and conjugative suffix. I will explain about what is stem and suffix. You need to know them before to learn part 3. And part 3, 5 categories of verbs. There are 5 categories in Japanese verbs. If you want to use verbs fluently, you need to understand this part. Part 4, how to tell apart each conjugations. I will tell you how to tell apart each categories. Part 5, practice. I give you some questions to confirm if you understand. Part 1. Conjunctive modes. There are 6 modes. In this explanation, yomu is used as an example. First, yomu, shushikei. In English, predicative mode. It's also called dictionary mode because when you see textbooks or dictionaries, you can find this mode at first. The second is yomanai, mizenkei. In English, infinitive mode. When you controvert the verb, you use this mode. Yomanai means I don't read. Third, yomimasu and yonda, benyokei. In English, adverbial mode. When you change the verb to a polite way or to a past form, you use this adverbial mode. So, yomimasu is the polite way of I read, and yonda means I read. The fourth is yomu toki, rentaikei, attributive mode. When a verb modifies a noun, you need to use this mode. In this example, yomu toki means the time to read. In this case, the verb yomu modifies a noun time. If I give you another example, yomu hito, in English, a reader. In this case, the noun is hito, which means human. So you have to change the verb to yomu. Fifth, yomeba, kateikei. In English, conditional mode. When you want to make a verb assumed, you have to use this mode. So yomeba means if I read. Last one, yome, meirei-kei. In English, imperative mode. When you want to command someone, you use this mode. Now you learn 6 conjunctive mode. Part 2, stem and conjunctive suffix. Before you learn the categories of verbs, you should know what is stem and suffix. Stem in Japanese is gokan. The part of a verb which isn't changed, it's called stem. As the previous case, yo is that part. And suffix in Japanese is katsuyo gobi. It is the part of a verb which is changed by the conjunction. As the previous case, mu, ma, mi, n, me are suffixes. Can you understand what is stem and what is suffix? Part 3, 5 categories of verbs. Now I can explain the 5 categories of verbs. We can separate verbs as 5 categories by conjunctive patterns. First, godan katsuyo. In English, godan form. A verb of this form has sounds a, I, u, e, o as the conjunctive suffix. For example, you've seen this verb, yomu. You can see each mode on this list. Yoma, yomi, yomu, yome, and yomo. In this list, you cannot see yomo, but you can say yomo. It means let's read. you can see the IUAO sounds. This form is the most commonly. Next form, 上一段活用. In English, E form. The suffix is fixed. E sound. For example, 起きる. The meanings of 起きる are getting up and happening. On the model list, 起きる、起きない、起きます。起きるとき、起きれば、起きろ. Now you can see the difference from go down form. Next is 下一段活用. In English, F form. The suffix is fixed to S sound. For example, はげる. It means losing hair. You can see each mode on the list. はげる、はげない、はげます。はげるとき、はげれば、and はげろ. Now you can see the S sound in each mode. So, はげる is a form verb. Other two forms are easy. The one is か行変革活用. Ka form. This verb is only 来る. The most are 来る、来ない、来ます、来るとき、来れば、来い. Only them. Another one is also irregular. It's called 作業変革活用. Sa form. This form has only two verbs. する and する. This する is to do something like 練習する、移動する、愛する. You can see the each mode here. These two forms are irregular, so you have to just remember each mode. This part 4 is important. How to tell about each conjunctions. You don't need to distinguish ka form and sa form because they have only three verbs. So in this part, I will show you how to tell about other three forms. Basically, when you see the infinitive mode, ない, you can find out which form of the word. First, if you can see a sound, the verb is go down form. For example, 書く, it means writing. The infinitive mode is 書かない, so you can see it's one of go down forms. Second, if you find E sound in the infinitive mode, the verb is E form. For example, 見る. This means seeing or looking or watching. The infinitive mode is 見ない. So, this is the E form. The last one. You can see a sound in the infinitive mode if it's verb of E form. For example, 止める, it means stop. The infinitive mode is 止めない. So this is a form. Okay, now I hope you can distinguish each form. Now practice part. I want you to confirm could you understand about conjunctions. Answer each conjunctive parts and modes. Number 1. 私は走らない. It means I don't run. Number 2. 私は勉強した. It means I studied. Number 3. もしあなたが勝てば. It means if you win. Number 4. 走ってくる. It means come running to. Number 5. 私が覚えるとき. It means when I remember. Now I will show you the answers. Number 1. It was go down form and infinitive mode. maybe it was easy for you. Number 2. It has 2 words, 勉強 and する. So this is the form. And した is the adverbial mode. Number 3. もし means if. So you can see this is the conditional mode. And the infinitive mode is 勝てない. So you can see this is a form. Number 4. It has 2 verbs. 走って and 来る. In this case, you have to answer about 来る. So this is car form and predicative mode. Number 5. You can see 時. This shows the verb connects to the noun. So this is attributive mode. 覚える. This infinitive mode is 覚えない. So this is a form verb. How many answers could you correct? If you have any questions, please ask me freely. Thank you.